Yeah, we were talking about some of the glaring. Oh, I don't know if there's any really glaring. I think they did a pretty good job of kind of making most stuff make sense, but like with any story, if you look too far into it, you'll find some cracks. And there's definitely some cracks in this story. And that's a good example of one. Like, why don't we just have a bunch of summoners sitting around with final aeons? I mean, I suppose, like, not really with final aeons, but why don't the summoners go to every temple and get all the other summons, and then as soon as Sin comes back, one of them just goes to get the final aeon? Like, why do they have to start their pilgrimage once Sin appears? Perhaps they have, like, a weird hope that Sin doesn't come back, so they don't start their pilgrimage. But it seems like everyone is pretty accepting that Sin always comes back.
Take that!
How's it going, Monster Hunter? Good to see you. Yeah, maybe the temples don't allow it. It's probably some stupid rule. It's like, you're not allowed to do it unless Sin's already here.
You don't have to do this.
Thank you for your concern.
Fine, I said my piece.
Well, I haven't. Lord Braska, let us go back. I don't want to see you die. You knew this was to happen, my friend. Yes, but I cannot accept it. Orin, I am honored that you care for me so. But I have come to kill grief itself. I will defeat Sin and lift the veil of sorrow covering Spira. Please understand, Orin.
Rip Orin. I feel like the hardest part of a summoner's pilgrimage is like the guardians telling them not to do it. Just like Riku was doing. I love the similarities between Orin and Riku too. How we see Riku basically do the same exact thing to Yuna before this. And remember, when Riku originally joined the party, Yuna was like, hey, is it okay? And Orin was like, sure. Well, he looked at her and was like, are you sure? And she was like, yes. And then he was like, okay. So I wonder if he kind of saw that in her. And now, you know, that's kind of revealed that they both felt the same exact way. And that's probably why Orin never says anything. When Riku is like, come on, Yuna, don't do it. Remember how in the beginning of the game when Titus was saying that? Well, not in the beginning of the game, but when like people were saying stuff like that, and Orin was like would stand up for Yuna, be like, it's Yuna's choice. But then when Riku says it, he doesn't say anything. I wonder if it's because like he sees himself in her. Now I have double life. Yo, Jolly, how's it going? You're doing well. Yo, how's it going, Zoo? That was a weird camera angle. They thought Waka was taller. What's been your favorite Final Fantasy to play or revisit? I think 6 was my favorite playthrough. Because I had, you know, been looking forward to playing 6 for years. But never did because I wanted to do it with you guys to make it special. And that playthrough was just really fun. So many crazy things happened during it. I like that. Alchemy. Oh crap. I thought they had 3,000 HP. I have a little more than that. You're getting very close to my favorite scene in the game. Very, very close to my favorite scene in the game. Oh wait, what does Candle of Life do? I forget. I remember it being important. Oh, dude. Never mind. That's not that important. I was going rude. Getting dangerously close. We're almost there.
Are the trials ahead?
Probably.
Here too, huh? Give me a break. I was expecting, you know, parades and fireworks.
You can ask for them after I defeat Sin.
I mean, in a way, Jack gets fireworks after he defeats him. It's not the fireworks he wanted. So what do you guys think about this, cloister? I thought it was cool as a kid, but, I don't know if I like it as much now. I like the revisit more, I think. Yeah, it's a little bit of a, like, just hit the buttons till you get the right ones. There's no real puzzle. Wait, there's two of those? Also, doesn't it actually show you the right ones if you... Yeah, I forgot about that. Makes it a lot easier. Accidentally got it your first try. So, I believe this represents every temple. If you can notice. All these signs. Bottom one or the top one? Never touch the screen? Uh-oh. Alright. How many people didn't know you could touch the screen? check, I forgot. I was today's year old. You can, but they're for something else. I actually don't remember if you do that now or later, to be honest. I think that's only for when you come back. Yeah, you don't get the annoying, doot doot doot, boop boop boop. This area. You get the blitzball picking your team song instead. Yeah, I don't think you have to interact with the things at all. Imagine Brasco running around doing this. It's probably Jack doing it. They would just stand there watching. Who knew that all the temples in the game were just Tetris pieces? Jack's at the screen. Wait, little left, little right. Brasco, lay down and touch those two with your feet. Is this the Anarchan Twister? Easy peasy. To take the thing out. Okay, so you do have to do this. Hey, who turned out the lights? I like the idea that they actually use the orbs, like, for the lights. they actually just needed the power of the orb to power up the lights in the screen. It's not just a puzzle, they actually practically needed these to like set it up. No, you have to come back for the treasure. This is the only one that you have to come back to. Now this. Big spook. Look at this screen, how it's all red and spooky. It comes. Which one of these is Macarena? Is there one door now? I really like this boss. I like how even this far in the game they're like introducing new gimmicks where you have to use the trigger command to move around. Nice kick. Right in the face. Ow. Wow. Hate this. Whenever it uses Berserk Tail, it like zooms in on the character for 5 minutes before it lets you move again. I still don't know why it does that. It's always bothered me. So the way this guy works is every time you hit him, he counterattacks by hitting the 3 circles in front of him. So that's why you want to have like a triangle, so he can only hit one at a time. Zoom in on his dead body for 5 minutes. I mean, I would say that it's doing that so that you know that they're berserked, but A, the move is called Berserk Tail, and B, the boss before this gives you like 900 ailments every single time he does the Shimmering Rain attack. So, I'm not buying it. It's just to rub it in. That time it didn't. Wait, did he not get berserk? For dramatic tension. He slowed. I mean, Final Fantasy X definitely has an aura around it where, like, if you're an idiot, it'll just beat you up. It doesn't very often, like, like, baby the player. You can summon, and it's kind of cool because they get like their own spot to summon at, but I think he glyph mines your summons. He has like an auto summon kill, like a lot of bosses do. Don't want to attack here. Tank activate. This is looking good. One's got protect. This guy's immune to everything. Waka, so tanky. It's kind of OP to hit Waka. I don't have attack reels yet. This is the point where element reels gets kind of lame. That was kind of lucky. I guess it does only do that when Berserk goes off. Oh, nice dodge. That's so weird. Maybe what they thought was it's hard to tell if a character's in Berserk because this fight is very, like, visually, you know, busy. So it's a bit hard to tell if someone's berserked or not. So maybe they thought, like, let's do the very slow zoom in. Just to make it super apparent. Yeah, and the camera's really zoomed out. Fight's kind of, once you know the gimmick and know what to do, it's kind of just a slow grind. Because he's really resistant. Doesn't take a lot of damage to most anything. Maybe poisoned? Let's see. Go Cactuar. That's unfortunate. Gotta give Lulu haste just so she eventually gets a turn. Psychros. Blocking with the person in front helps a lot. Then you can like attack freely. They don't always get a turn right away. It's like block protect is pretty strong. Even Yuna should be pretty resistant with block protect, or she can just dodge. Why not? It looks like we can only step on the glyphs, and then when I summon, they all just run off the glyphs. Wait a second, why are we standing on him then? I think there's this big chunk of land over here. The boss is like not even looking at us. Boss is unamused. My joke to you? Okay, well. That's a lot of damage. I love how strong Bahamut is. It really feels strong in this one. Bahamut just looking cool in the background. Alright, here we go, boys.
Yuna, we're here.
The Hall of the Final Summoning.
Go.
Yes,
He's... Yeah, that one wasn't as bad as the other ones. Best part of this is like the oddly off him.
Huh? What do you mean, no final Aeon?
Sir Orin! Everyone!
I don't really get the point of her going down there alone first. I never understood that. They even said, like, bring your guardians in, so I don't know why she, like, goes down alone. Anyways, this is my favorite scene in the game. It's not the best, but it's my favorite.
This isn't a faith. It's just an empty statue.
That statue lost its power as a faith long ago. It is Lord Zeon, the first faith of the final summoning. What you see before you is all that remains of him. Lord Zeon is... his soul is gone.
Gone?
You mean there is no final Aeon?
But fear not. Lady Yunalesca will show you the path. The final Aeon will be yours. The Summoner and the final Aeon will join powers. Go to her now. Inside, the lady awaits.
Yuna, wait! Orin, you knew this was gonna happen, didn't you?
Yes.
Why didn't you tell us?
If I had told you the truth, would that really have stopped you from coming?
Yuna.
I'm not going back.
Kimahri knows. Kimahri goes first. Yuna is safe. Kimahri protect.
I love Kamari.
Someone's coming!
Lady Yunalesca.
Welcome to Zanarkand. I congratulate you, Summoner. You have completed your pilgrimage. I will now bestow you with that which you seek. The final summoning will be yours. Now, choose. You must choose the one whom I will change to become the faith of the final summoning. There must be a bond between Chosen and Summoner, for that is what the final summoning embodies. The bond between husband and wife, mother and child, or between friends. If that bond is strong enough, its light will conquer sin. 1,000 years ago, I chose my husband Zeon as my faith. Our bond was true, and I obtained the final Aeon. There is nothing to fear. You will soon be freed of worry and pain. For once you call forth the final Aeon, your life will end. Death is the ultimate and final liberation. Your father, Braska, chose this path.
It is not too late. Let us turn back.
If I turn back, who will defeat sin? Would you have some other summoner and his guardians go through this?
But, my lord, there must be another way.
This is the only way we got now. Fine. Make me the faith. I've been doing some thinking. My dream is back in the other Zanarkand. I wanted to make that runt into a star blitz player. Show him the view from the top, you know. But now I know there's no way home for me. I'm never gonna see him again. My dream's never gonna come true. So make me the faith. I'll fight sin with you, Braska. Then maybe my life will have meaning, you know?
Don't do this, Jecht. If you live, there may be another way. We'll think of something, I know.
Believe me, I thought this through. Besides, I ain't getting any younger, so I might as well make myself useful.
Jecht?
What? You're not gonna try to stop me too?
Sorry. I mean, thank you.
Braska still has to fight sin, Orin. Guard him well. Make sure he gets there. Well, let's go.
Lord Braska, Jecht.
What do you want now?
Sin always comes back. It comes back after the calm, every time. The cycle will continue and your deaths will mean nothing.
But there's always a chance it won't come back this time. It's worth trying.
I understand what you're saying, Orin. I'll find a way to break the cycle.
You have a plan?
Jecht?
Trust me, I'll think of something.
And the cycle went on.
We'll break it.
But how? What, you got a plan now?
If one of us has to become a faith, I volunteer.
Me too, Yuna.
That still won't change anything, you know? You'd bring the calm, and then what? That won't break the cycle!
Listen, you want to defeat Sin and keep Yuna alive. You don't want Sin to come back, yeah? That is just not gonna happen, brother, you know?
If you want everything, you'll end up with nothing.
But I want everything!
Now you're being childish.
I give up. So what would an adult do then? They know they can just throw away a summoner, then they can do whatever they like. You're right. I might not even have a chance. But no way am I gonna just stand here and let Yuna go. And what Orin said about there being a way, I think it's true.
You'll think of something?
Yes, I'll go ask Yunalesca.
Yes.
She's got to know something.
You really think she'll help you?
I don't know, but I have to try. This is my story. It'll go the way I want it, or I'll end it here.
Wait. You say it's your story, but it's my story too, you know? It would be so easy to let my fate just carry me away, following this same path my whole life through. But I know I can't. What I do with no regrets.
Ah, there it is. My favorite scene in the game. And by the way, you can go back and save, so you don't have to watch that every time you die. So, man. So, the reason that's my favorite scene in the game is because of that final part with Yuna. The way that, like, everyone is standing around arguing, and Titus is like, I'm the main character. This is my story, and I'm gonna do it the way I want. And then Yuna finally says, no, it's my story too. What I do with no regrets. That line, that made Yuna my favorite character, was that line. That part where she just says, no, it'd be easy for me to follow my life, follow fate, which is pretty much what she's done all the way up to this point. This is the moment where she's like, it's time to let go of fate and create my own path. And it's been slowly building up to this point, but now she says it out loud, like straight up, we're not going to follow fate anymore. But there's so much more going on in that scene. Orin fighting his old self is such an amazing moment. And like, I was talking before about the resemblance between Orin and Riku. You really see it there. Orin like literally says, I'll figure something out. Like, he sounds just like Riku in that moment. And then he gets angry at himself and angry at the fact that the cycle continued. And now we understand like why Orin is the way he is, and also why he's trying to do it different this time. We get a glimpse as to why Jecht brought Titus to this world, like why he did what he did at the beginning of the game, because he was hatching his plan to try to end the cycle. There's the part with Kamari, which is so cool. There's the part where Titus says "Yeez," which is, we've been hearing Yuna say it all game. We finally got the Titus "Yeez." So, so many great things. So many amazing things. Even Lulu, when Lulu says she'll volunteer, that's actually kind of like, they kind of build up to that a bit too, because of the scene with her in the Yojimbo dungeon, although that's optional, but it means a bit more if you see that scene. Waka arguing with Titus. Waka kind of like doesn't know what to say because he's on the side of everyone, but at the same time he thinks that it's impossible, which is a fair thing to think. Also, I'd like to point out, when you're in this room, it makes it seem like Lord Zeon was the original final summoning, and he won, but then his soul slowly withered away to the point where they had to start using Guardians. But actually, it was always that way, even from the beginning. Yunalesca used Zeon as the final Aeon, so like, when I saw this scene, I thought it meant that like, it wasn't always this way, but it slowly deteriorated. But apparently, even ever since the beginning, Spira was a spiral of death, where only death brought the calm, and even then, it's always been about death. And even Yunalesca said, like, death is the final release, it's a good thing that you're dying, so it's like showing the true nature of Spira, which is why they want to stop it. And it only gets better from here, because it's time for the Orin speech. Pause chat. And also the spooky faith.
Have you chosen the one to become your faith? Who will it be?
Might I ask something first? Will sin come back even should I use the final summoning to defeat it?
Sin is eternal. Every Aeon that defeats it becomes sin in its place. And thus is sin reborn.
So that's why Jecht became Sin.
Sin is an inevitable part of Spira's destiny. It is never-ending.
Never ending? But if we atone for our crimes, sin will stop coming back, yeah? Someday it'll be gone, yeah?
Will humanity ever attain such purity?
This cannot be! The teachings state that we can exercise sin with complete atonement! It's been our only hope all these years!
Hope is comforting. It allows us to accept fate, however tragic it might be.
No! Where is the sense in all this? Braska believed in Yevon's teachings and died for them. Jekt believed in Braska and gave his life for him.
They chose to die because they had hope. Yevon's teachings and the final summoning give the people of Spira hope. Without hope, they would drown in their sorrow. Now choose. Who will be your faith? Who will be the one to renew Spira's hope?
No one. I would have gladly died. I live for the people of Spira, and would have gladly died for them, but no more. The final summoning is a false tradition that should be thrown away.
No, it is our only hope. Your father sacrificed himself to give that hope to the people, so they would forget sorrow.
Wrong. My father wanted to make Spiro's sorrow go away, not just covered up with lies.
Sorrow cannot be abolished. It is meaningless to try.
My father, I loved him. So I will live with my sorrow. I will live my own life. I will defeat sorrow in his place. I will stand my ground and be strong. I don't know when it will be, but someday I will conquer it. And I will do it without false hope.
Poor creature. You would throw away hope. Well, I will free you before you can drown in your sorrow. It is better for you to die in hope than to live in despair. Let me be your liberator.
Now! This is it! Now is the time to choose. Die and be free of pain, or live and fight your sorrow. Now is the time to shape your stories. Your fate is in your hands.
Yuna needs Kimahri. Kimahri protect Yuna.
Well, I'm fighting.
I can't believe we're gonna fight Lady Yunalesca. Give me a break.
You can always run.
I'd never forgive myself. No way. Not if I ran away now. Even in death, yeah?
My thoughts exactly.
Yuna! This is our story. Now let's see this thing through together.
Man. It's so good. It's so good. That whole scene is so good. Not to mention, like, you're so emotionally charged for this fight now, and it ends up being, like, the other fight that everyone loses on. It's a huge, crazy, three-phase, difficult fight. And, man, talking about the music again, this song's really good, but the way they use it, the way that it drops right when your menu comes up, like, oh my god, it's just so good. Man. And the Orin's speech, Yuna's speech, the flashing between the characters at the end, like, oh my god, it's just so good. It's... man. Could talk about it all day. Had a few things. Baden, thank you for the 9-month primer. Medjai, thank you for the raid just now. Thank you so much. Welcome in, Raiders. We're in the middle of Fantathon, !Fantathon in the chat if you want to know more. And Medjai, thank you for the 26th month there as well. Thank you, man. We're doing amazing. And I am ready for the big C. Man, I'm so like... yeah, it's so good. I don't even know what else to say about that scene. But it's incredible. So this fight, like I said, is the other fight that a lot of people either quit on or get stuck on. Fun fact, my NSGNSNO challenge almost ended here. Didn't really end. Didn't almost end, but it took a very long time to get through this. It was like a 3-hour fight, and you have to watch that scene every time you want to try it. And so it was quite the... quite the crazy journey to get through this fight. In that challenge. Still one of my favorite challenge, maybe my favorite challenge fight. Before I started doing some of the crazy 7 challenges we did for 4-8 Live later, but like, of my old retro challenges when it was just me doing it in college for fun, it's probably my favorite fight. I don't think she can be sick. So there's no way to cheese this fight other than like the general cheeses of like overpowered mixes and stuff. But there is a very important mechanic that you have to know about going into the fight, and most people die to it. It's kind of a beginner's trap. I'll discuss it in a second once we get there. Oh, you're blind. The best thing to do for this fight, if like, you know, you got stuck on this fight and you need help, one of the best things to do for this fight is try to build up a defense before going into phase 2. But keep in mind that her attack she just did, where she like flicked her finger or whatever, also despells. So whoever she does that to, you need to redo all your stuff for. But the idea is you want to build up a party that's pretty strong, and then the best thing to do is to switch them out so they can't be dispelled. Also, her counters are really annoying in this fight, because she will constantly, like, blind you if you attack her, silence you if you use a spell, etc. Like, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to cheer Orin and Titus as much as I can, and get them, like, with haste, and maybe even, like, protect, or shell. And I'm going to try to switch them out so they don't get dispelled. Unfortunately, she dispelled me there. Stewie, thank you so much for the 6 months. And Star Atlas, thank you for the tier 230. Holy moly, thank you, thank you. So we want to get her close to next phase, but not all the way there yet. Titus has got 2 turns, so I can cheer this turn and then switch them out. Let's go ahead and switch Orin out. Do one more. Put Shell on Yuna. Nah, just switch her out. I'll watch Death beat this bed and then go to boss. The classic. Not you. I should have done focus. Now we can bring you in the back in. Wake up, Mari. Kind of slowly whittling her down, but keeping Orin, Yuna, and Titus strong. I probably could have kept them in there because she was absorbing, but she's just doing Albed Potion and then block. And she'll do this. Now I can swap in my A squad. I think I've already done 5 by now, but also just waiting for Kamari's turn. Yunalesca saves Christmas. One more hit. You need Shell. Protect or something. I want to kill her here so she doesn't dispel someone. I guess I'll do this. Should be enough, right? Oh. All those cheers. Now she angry. So the first attack she always does in this phase is Hellbiter, which turns everyone zombie. This is why we got all the holy waters. But there is one specific thing we want to do. Maybe armor broke. I'm gonna say no. So she's gonna start casting nice spells on us. Thanks to our oh yeah, I think she counters now with that move. So we want to like just attack with one character so we don't get everyone dispelled. We'll just let Orin do it. No, the beginner's trap isn't this yet. Close though. Well, it's the start of it, because if you don't get a bunch of holy waters before this, yeah, you get played. No, Asuna doesn't get rid of zombie. Only holy water. Doesn't really matter because he's gonna get dispelled. Actually need to cast haste on Orin here. So he gets a turn. Titus didn't get one. Next turn. Nice. So she has a pattern. She does Hellbiter and then some kind of cure thing, either Ronald or Kiraga. So here's the pro strat. Only attack with one character, so all your characters don't get dispelled. We do want to cast... Oh, we already have haste. I haven't attacked with him yet. We do want to cast haste on our third character, so that they get a turn. Let's give you protect. Oh wow, she has Hellbiter twice. I thought it was always the same. It's not. Go ahead and attack. She didn't counter that time either. Does here. Alright, guess she's just gonna spam it. Alright, so now that we all have a turn, we're gonna swap in the B team. And the idea behind this is we want 3 characters with zombie that are out of the party. Swap the boys back in. Swap Titus in first so I can put haste back on Orin. And then Titus needs an ether. Okay, so she's almost dead. We don't want to kill her yet. How many holy waters I got left? 7? Perfect, we have a turn with everyone, so we'll bring in Waka. You can... I don't know. Does the reverse because he's zombie? That's pretty funny. Riku is gonna try to finish this phase. So we need something strong. How about Arctic Wind? I want to make sure it does damage. A water gem. That was not enough damage. Health she has left. Do eye drops and get another turn. There we go. So this is phase 3, and this is the Goofy beginner's trap. As when she enters this phase, she always casts Megadeth. So the idea is if you don't have zombies, you get auto-killed. But if you have a zombie squad, then you don't get auto-killed, but then you have a bunch of zombies, which aren't great. But that's why I have the B team be the zombies. And then I bring in my boys that are all hasted and ready to go. Now we got the squad. She's gonna zombie us right away. What's she mean? I believe now she works on a cycle, so I think you can like successfully stay out of zombie here if you bring in your other squad each time. But at this point, now that we're through Megadeth, although she does Megadeth again, but I don't remember when it is. It's on a cycle. Oh my god. Man, such an annoying boss. Oliver, like, she dispels you every time you hit her. Zombies you constantly. Even when you know what you're doing, it's annoying. Just keep Orin zombie. He has enough health to stay alive for a while. Waka's gonna die here. I don't unzombie him. Yeah, just let him die. Actually, I know what I could do, since I get 2 turns. Do this. This might be Megadeth? Mind Blast. I think Megadeth's after Mind Blast. Of course, confuses. Just make things even worse. They use ailments so much in this game. I was thinking about it. I don't feel like the other games have many ailment bosses. Like, usually it's you run into a Malboro, but like Sanctuary Keeper is basically a stronger Malboro. Yunalesca does a ton of zombie and confuse. There's a lot of ailments they use to try to play it. Let's keep Orin in. Are you a zombie? Yes. Oh, better. I want to get rid of Orin's zombie so I can heal him, but I feel like Megadeth is soon. Yeah, I think that might be it. Find out here in a second. Yep, there you go. And she got her turn so fast because no one was hasted. Oh, the crit. I'm trying to keep Yuna out of Hellbiter, so we at least have one person that's not zombied, and then if they die, we just bring in Yuna to revive them and then get her out before she gets zombied. How did Orin miss? He doesn't even have darkness. I think it's really the counter that's so annoying, because if you could build up your party to have like shell, protect, haste, then even if your party got zombied, you could probably survive the fight, because she doesn't do much damage. But because of the D spell, that's what really screws everything. Because your zombies just slowly get to the point where they have no health. You either have to get rid of zombie or let them die. Uh-oh. Everyone got confused. Great. That's really unlucky. That's It's really unlucky that everyone gets confused. We're probably dead unless Orin misses again. Actually, no, I think we're good. Everything's fine, nothing to worry about. That's why we keep Orin in, for his tankiness. Do I want to bring in... Sure. I gotta be careful here. I don't have any zombies. She shouldn't be using it next, though. I believe Yunalesca kills your summons. Having said that, you can use summons to really help this fight a lot. Whenever Megadeth is coming, you can summon. Whenever Mind Blast is coming, you can summon. There's a lot of cheese you can do with summon. I'm just not. We need a zombie. Actually, we should have one more Hellbiter. But just in case we don't. Like, as long as you can keep Orin at high health before he gets zombied, he's pretty safe for a while. That's kind of the main thing. Alright. Wish Yuna had her overdrive. In style. Zomboy was my favorite artist for a while. I even have a painting of one of his album arts. I'm gonna laugh when this doesn't kill. That we get like blasted. Baleful ate his Wheaties this morning. Even though I knew exactly how to do the fight, I still almost lost because Mind Blast just happened to confuse all three, which is really rare. So you can see how goony this fight is between the beginner's trap of zombie, when you probably don't have a bunch of holy waters, and Megadeth. And then on top of that, the fight just being difficult.
If I die, so does the final Aeon. And with it, Spira's only hope.
Then we'll find Spira a new hope.
Fool. There is no other way. Even if there was, even if you did destroy Sin, you, Yevon, the Immortal, would only create Sin anew.
You, Yevon?
Ah, Zeon. Forgive me. Spira has been robbed of the light of hope. All that remains is sorrow.
We killed her dead. She was dead, but we killed her. So now she's double dead.
I cannot believe what we just did.
Let's do something more unbelievable.
What?
Destroy Sin, so it won't come back. And without the final Aeon. I don't know how just yet, but I'll find out.
I mean, to be fair, the solution is pretty obvious. You know. Secret. The solution is pretty obvious. Sin comes back because of the final Aeon, so if you beat him without the final Aeon, he doesn't come back. It's just, how do we defeat Giant Whale of Doom?